Talan. P, pa, B, ba, M, ma, F, fa, dental T, da, dental D, da, N, na, R, ra, alveolar flap, da, S, sa, Z, za, L, la, T and S affricate, cha, D and edge affricate, ja, esh, sha, edge, ja, palatal nasal, na, j, ya, ya, y, upside down y, ya, k, ka, little g, ga, velar nasal, nga, nga, w, wa. Vowels, I, E, little a, little e, a, epsilon, e, u, u, o, schwa, open o, Spanish a. Hebrew, consonants, P, pa, B, ba, M, ma, F, fa, V, va, T, ta, D, da, N, na, alveolar trill, ra, S, sa, Z, za, L, la, esh, sha, ej, ja, j, ya, k, ka, little g, da, chi, ha, barred h, ha, backwards glottal, glottal, a, h, ha. Vowels, I, E, E, A, U, U, O, Spanish a.
Japanese, P, pa, B, ba, M, ma, T, ta, D, da, TS, alveolar affricate, za, N, na, post-alveolar flap, ata, S, sa, Z, za, J, little j, ya, K, ka, little g, ga, W, wa, little big N, nga, little h, ha, little I, E, little e, a, low mid a, little o, little u, u. Farsi, P, pa, B, ba, M, ma, F, fa, V, va, T, ta, D, da, N, na, S, sa, Z, za, little r, ra, l, la, esh, sha, ej, ja. Voiceless post-alveolar affricate, cha, voiced post-alveolar affricate, ja, little j, ya, k, ka, little g, ga, little x, ha, gamma, ra, glottal stop, H, little h, ha, little I, e, little e, a, ash, round, low, back, vowel, o, little o, little u, oo.
Hebrew. P, pa, b, ba, m, ma, f, fa, v, va, t, ta, d, da, n, na, r, ra, s, sa, z, za, esh, sha, ej, ja, l, la, j, ya, k, ka, little g, ga, chi, ha, barred h, ha, backwards glottal, ra, glottal stop, h, ha, little I, e, little e, a, Spanish a, u, o. Tie. P, ba, P aspirated, pa, b, ba, m, ma, f, fa, t, da, T aspirated, ta, d, da, n, na, s, sa, r, ra, l, la, t curly c affricate, cha, t curly c aspirated affricate, cha, j, ya, k, ga, k aspirated, ka, engma, na, w, wa, glottal stop, h, ha, little I, e, little e, a, epsilon, Spanish a, turned m, ram's horns, u, o, open o, all, diphthongs, ia, turned m, a, ua, ua.
Bulgarian. P, pa, b, b, t, ta, d, da, k, k, g, g, m, ma, n, na, f, f, v, v, s, s, z, z, esh, sh, ej, j, x or chi, ch, ts ligature, ts, dz ligature, z, ts ligature, ch, dej ligature, j, r, ra, j, ya, l, l, I, e, u, o, epsilon, turned a, lowercase a, open o, all, ram's horns, Portuguese. P, pa, b, ba, t, ta, d, da, k, k, g, g, m, ma, N, N, palatal nasal, Nya. F, F, V, V, S, S, Z, Z, Esh, Sh, Ej, J. Inverted little big R, Ra, tap, Ra, L, La, turned Y, Lia. Vowels. I, E, nasal I, E. U, U, nasal U, U. Turned M, E, nasalized E, O, nasalized O, on, turn A, nasalized turn A, epsilon, open O, lowercase a, no, Okay, so as far as Bulgarian went, it was pretty straightforward for me. That the vowels weren't too bad, and then all the consonants were pretty straightforward. But Portuguese, even though I would say I'm more familiar with Romance languages in general, that posed some challenges to me because the turn Y, the ya, was new for me, and as well as the palatal nasal and ya. But then what was interesting about Portuguese was that almost all of the vowels had a nasal component to them. So there was E, but also E, and that was hard to get used to for me. It's hard to do a nasal vowel in isolation, in my opinion. Right?
Yep. I did Catalan, which was pretty similar to Spanish, which is kind of my second language I focused on. So it had a lot of similar sounds like the trilled R or the alveolar tap, which like were things I had already done. Something that was a little different than Spanish, was kind of threw me off a little bit, was the vowels, just how they have a lot more like the schwa and just a few other vowels that Spanish doesn't have. And also with the Hebrew, it was pretty simple with the vowels. Again, like there are only 5 vowels, so those are pretty easy to do. And same with the consonants, there weren't too many different ones, except for just going way back in the throat, there's like the pharyngeal, fricative, and the pharyngeal approximant, which was a little difficult to make that sound come out and sound good, but that's about it.
Yeah, so for me, I did Hebrew and Thai. So Thai was pretty easy. I didn't really know what like the fancy C, like the tailed C, like curled C literature was like with the T. But like the other ones were pretty simple. Like I could tell the difference between like a non-aspirated P and an aspirated P, because in Hmong we have that a lot. And then the B, because it was like all in English. But yeah, so everything was pretty simple because like I knew the difference between aspirated and non-aspirated. So like the ga was different than ka, and ba and pa were pretty, like they were different to me, which made it a lot easier. The one thing that I kind of had a harder time with was just like the which is like the upside down M to an A. That diphthong was pretty difficult, but other than that, it was pretty simple. But Hebrew, on the other hand, like the vowels were really straightforward, but it was just the uvular fricative, the chi, the capital H. Like, I mean, in Hmong we have like a uvular stop, like the sound, so I just kind of like imagined like holding it, so like a sound, which I'm not sure if it was right or not. And then also the pharyngeals were just really complicated, and I just kind of did my best. But all the other consonants seemed pretty straightforward, so.
Cool. Then for Japanese, for me, which is also pretty similar to English, there were only a couple differences. One of them was the voiceless alveolar affricate, the tsa. But I'm kind of used to that because Hmong has that as well. So that wasn't too challenging. It had the uvular N, but that's a lot like the velar N, so that wasn't too bad either. Farsi, the only difficult thing was really the velar fricatives, which I'm not really used to. Most of the other sounds are really similar to the ones that we have in English, and the vowels as well. One of the only differences was that there's I don't know what you call it. It's the low back A, ah, but it's the rounded version, so all. Which I feel like would be hard to distinguish from open O. But yeah, that was really the only difference in the vowels.